difference. This bedroom floor has suffered years of damage, cracks, stains, and uneven surfaces that make it unusable.
Before any epoxy work begins, a detailed inspection is critical. Every crack, chip, and weak point must be.
Proper preparation protects the room. Walls, doors, and fixtures are sealed so dust and resin do not damage the surrounding space.
Grinding removes weak concrete layers and opens the surface pores, allowing epoxy to bond permanently with the floor.
This process creates a uniform texture. Without grinding, epoxy can fail readily. This step determines the floor's strength. Each crack is individually repaired using industrial fillers, preventing future expansion and ensuring a flawless final surface. A perfectly level surface is essential. Even small height differences can affect epoxy flow and final appearance.
Before epoxy is applied, the surface must be completely dust-free. Even invisible particles can ruin the finish.
The epoxy primer is mixed with precise ratios. This layer acts as a bonding bridge between concrete and epoxy resin.
With the primer applied, the transformation officially begins. This base layer locks everything together and prepares the floor for epoxy resin.
Epoxy resin preparation demands absolute precision. Even small ratio errors can affect curing, strength, and finish quality.
Mechanical mixing ensures uniform consistency, eliminating air pockets that could weaken the final surface.
Color selection defines the character of the floor. Each pigment is chosen to complement the bedroom's lighting and space.
Pigments are blended gradually to maintain flow consistency and achieve a balanced, natural tone.
A test pour confirms color accuracy and flow behavior before committing to the entire floor.
The main pour begins, transforming the floor from raw concrete into a fluid surface of precision-engineered resin.
Controlled spreading ensures uniform thickness, preventing pooling and surface tension defects.
Edges require extra attention. Clean borders define the professionalism of an epoxy installation. Epoxy's self-leveling property allows gravity to complete what tools cannot prompt: a perfectly flat surface.
Air release is essential. Removing trapped bubbles guarantees clarity, strength, and a flawless final finish.
Design work begins while the epoxy is still fluid. Timing is critical. Too early or too late can ruin the pattern.
Metallic elements add depth and light reflection, giving the floor a premium, stone-like appearance.
Controlled heat refines the surface, enhancing flow while preventing surface tension marks. Visual depth is a key indicator of epoxy quality. Clarity confirms proper mixing and application. Once the design is set, the floor must remain untouched. From this moment, chemistry takes control. Epoxy curing depends on environmental stability. Temperature and humidity are carefully regulated. As curing begins, the resin transitions from liquid to solid, locking strength and design together.
Surface stability checks ensure the epoxy has reached the correct curing phase.
During curing, even microscopic dust can damage the finish. Isolation is essential. At this stage, the floor reveals its true character: smooth, seamless, and structurally bonded.
Before sealing, the surface is carefully inspected to confirm full curing and flawless epoxy bonding.
A controlled abrasion creates microscopic grip, ensuring the top coat permanently bonds to the epoxy layer. A dust-free surface is mandatory. Any residue can compromise clarity and durability.
The top coat adds protection, chemical resistance, and long-term durability to the epoxy floor. Preparation ensures even coverage and prevents over-application or dry spots.
As the top coat spreads, the floor gains its final protective shield and enhanced shine. Anti-scratch additives increase resistance against daily wear, extending the floor's lifespan. Edges are sealed manually to prevent peeling and moisture intrusion over time. A final leveling pass guarantees consistency across the entire surface.
With sealing complete, the transformation reaches its peak. Durable, seamless, and visually striking.
Final curing requires isolation. Any disturbance at this stage can permanently damage the surface.
Stable environmental conditions allow the epoxy and top coat to reach maximum strength. Over time, the surface hardens internally. Strength develops beneath the shine.
Hardness testing confirms the epoxy has reached its safe handling phase.
Once curing stabilizes, protective coverings are removed to reveal the full transformation.
This is the first approved walk, a critical milestone in epoxy flooring.
Reflection quality reveals surface perfection, a true indicator of professional epoxy work.
Safety checks complete. The floor is officially ready for use. From damaged concrete to seamless epoxy, this is transformation done right.
After curing and approval, the space is carefully reintegrated. Function meets finish.
A properly installed epoxy floor withstands weight without compromise.
Natural light reveals the true depth and clarity of the epoxy finish.
This is not just a floor, it's a transformation of space.
Every detail matters true. Precision defines quality. Designed for real life, engineered for durability. What once was damaged and unusable is now refined and resilient.
A modern surface that elevates the entire room.
When craftsmanship is complete, the work speaks for itself. From damage to design, epoxy transformation done right.